What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Violent. Today we're going to be taking a look at a new SMG that was dropped with the Shamrock and Awe event in Call of Duty World War II. So if something like this absolutely does interest you, be sure to subscribe. Let me know in the comment section if you're new. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you go on to learn anything. And also turn on your notifications. That's that bell icon there in the channel so you can stay up to date. And hit me up over on Twitter, @GrizzViolent. If anything here sparks an idea, it's the best place to keep talking zombies and multiplayer. If we head over to our collections in the Quartermaster, you can unlock this. It takes a lot of armory credits. I'm on my very last unlock to get the top of the Mornin epic M-38. This is a DLC add-on weapon that happened in Call of Duty World War II, and maybe not a lot of you guys even got this variant available. What I find very confusing in multiplayer sometimes is that you can unlock a variant, but if you don't have the base version unlocked, you can't even use it. So I'm not sure why that's going on, but here's a hard look at the top of the Mornin, and this is the M-38 variant, as I was saying, SMG, and I did get Diamond in this class. However, you do have to earn it for every DLC weapon here on out to get Diamond, and also Chrome, I believe. You got to level up every DLC add-on weapon, so there is a grind in that. So I will do that eventually, because this weapon I'm going to be rocking for quite some time. It's very good. However, you do need some attachments to make this thing pop. The ones that I would recommend always is grip and steady aim. Of course, if you're going to rock the infantry class, you can have a third attachment, in which I would strongly recommend extended mags. Of course, that's very important to have, because I found the biggest problem with this is running out of ammo, or at least clips in your mag, and you want to make sure that's extended the maximum it can be. So extended mags, of course, would help huge on this. As of currently, we're on update 1.11, and as it stands with this weapon, I would say it's very good, and it performs very well. Now, there will be moments in this gameplay where I do mess up. I am human just like the rest of you, but I believe I go 49 and 10 at the end of this match, so it's a very good gameplay to showcase this weapon in its entirety. So you can judge for yourself if this is something you want to pick up, but I would highly recommend it, seeing that I believe it's the best weapon in the game right now. But this could change next week, the week after, whenever the next update comes. Buffs and nerfs always change these weapons, so we got to keep that in mind, that in the future this might not be the best weapon. Of course, it's very debatable. You could say that another weapon is more powerful. It's all perspective based, for real. You're going to see a really good example here in the core game mode, but if I took this into hardcore with steady aim on right now, the amount of headshots you'll get just from hip firing is very impressive. That's why I deem this as one of the best weapons currently. In hardcore, it just performs extremely well, second to none. But moving on from that, I do want to discuss a little bit about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Of course, now we know, at least through Charlie Intel, who's a very reliable source for Call of Duty information, that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is going to be campaign only, and I don't really like this at all. I'm not really bothered by it, seeing that we're going to have fresh updates happening here constantly in Call of Duty World War II for multiplayer, and I'm really sticking with that here on the channel. I see a lot of progress happening on my channel with that, and I don't want to ignore it. So be sure to subscribe if this is something that interests you. I'm going to keep this up to date with all the latest patch notes while what I'm going through in multiplayer. So it's enough to keep me busy while keeping you guys entertained until Black Ops 4 is here. Then my plan is to cover multiplayer and zombies, but keeping a strong focus on zombies, because I think we're going to have a huge year for Call of Duty Zombies. 10-year anniversary for Treyarch. I can't say enough about that. But back to Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. When I think about Black Ops 2, Treyarch made that backwards compatible for the Xbox One. So now they have Black Ops backwards compatible, Black Ops 2, and then of course Black Ops 3 all on the Xbox One. I know with PS4, but you got DLC exclusivity, so we can't really complain about that for PS4. But Treyarch decided they're just gonna make it backwards compatible. Now, Infinity Ward, but I guess this isn't gonna be remastered by any company that we know currently. It's going to be remastered by a different company. It's not Raven Software, so it's kind of confusing on that front. But where I find this even more compelling is that it's not backwards compatible. Simply, you're going to pay for a new remastered version of the campaign. I don't really buy into that. It's not something that interests me. But your opinion might be different than mine, and that's okay. Just let me know down in the comment section below what you're thinking on this. Now, we could all be wrong, okay? I got to be open to that as well here on the channel, that we absolutely could be getting Modern Warfare 2 remastered in its full entirety, and that could be a full release. A lot of people are saying it's going to be a $25 game because it's campaign only. Well, at least Charlie Intel is. But everybody's reporting from that source. What I think could happen is that we could get a fully remastered multiplayer. You know, the score streaks were the best in that game, and I'll keep preaching on that riot shield we could keep throwing on our back to deflect bullets. I really love that about Modern Warfare 2. But I think if the score streaks come back, it could rejuvenate a certain part of the multiplayer community and get us pumped for Black Ops 4. So it seemed in our heads, at least, when we first heard Modern Warfare 2 was being remastered, that we're going to get an awesome multiplayer all the way until Black Ops 4 comes here. Well, it doesn't seem that way anymore, and I don't know, a lot of people are just confused about it. I'm confused about it. On a more personal note, something that we all might be able to relate to, I know I live next to an Air Force base, but I do find it a little bit confusing why there's so much military action going on just in my general area. I live in South Dakota, you might live in a different state or even country, but it seems like there's a lot of military action even going on, routine practices always going on. In my background you might hear choppers every now and then, and I don't understand. Are we going to war? Is war something that's going to be happening soon? It's just it's a vibe I get, but I don't know. I don't like to get political on this channel, but I don't find a lot about this year that makes sense. A lot doesn't make sense, and just with the campaign happening only for Modern Warfare 2, I know that doesn't relate to war, but it's just another thing to add onto the bucket list of things that just aren't adding up. When it comes to demonetization on the YouTube channel here, I don't really worry about that much anymore. It seems that the AI's gotten a lot better on YouTube's front. It's just a matter of me making, you know, popular enough topics to get you guys here and interested in the conversation. That's where I need to get better, and I've understood that. But where a lot of channels have just gone to Fortnite because it's popular, I've found another medium here in Call of Duty. I can just cover the multiplayer side. It seems like enough people are interested in that. There's a lot of players when it comes to Call of Duty, and I find it pretty interesting that they want to remaster Modern Warfare 2 because that would just bring a whole nother player base back. But I think a majority of them would still be quite occupied in Fortnite. I've played the game, and I gotta say it's pretty damn impressive. And there's a reason why it's so popular. And over on mobile, you know, PUBG is one of their strongest competitors, and for good cause. They created a mobile version, and it actually runs better than the Xbox One version, which is currently in beta. I have the Xbox version of PUBG, and it's terrible, absolutely terrible. The servers suck, but that doesn't mean the PC version's not good. That's why there's so many players. It started on PC. Fortnite has just expanded to every platform, and it seems like PUBG's doing the exact same thing because they know they got a quality product in their back pocket. But what is Call of Duty gonna do? You know, I thought Modern Warfare 2 remastered, at least for the multiplayer front, would have been a great opportunity to practice a beta mode for the Battle Royale version of the worldwide release. Didn't you guys think that? I guess in the back of my head, just thinking if they're gonna go through all the effort of remastering an entire multiplayer for Modern Warfare 2, why wouldn't you just put what's popular in that, you know? Spend some extra time, because obviously you had enough time to fully make this game, and just implement what's popular. And right now, we know that Battle Royale is very popular out there. It's just killing all the search results and dominating every game and making them have to step up. And Call of Duty is going to have to step up for Black Ops 4, especially with Red Dead Redemption 2 right around the corner after their release. That's why they moved the release date. And most times, people fear Call of Duty and their release date, and this time Call of Duty moved their release date, and I don't believe it was just for no reason. There's definitely a reason behind it. We have yet to discover more on this journey, so activate that bell icon, stay up to date with all the latest patch notes and updates I got for you here in Call of Duty World War II. Hope you enjoyed this conversation. I like to pack a lot in here on currently what's going on, and that's what you're going to get each and every time. So conversation could steer off a little bit, but we'll always bow tie it up here at the end. And the weapon of top of the morning, the M-38, is absolutely worth it in my opinion. It's worth all the armory credits if you got them. Be sure to drop that bell icon, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Filing out. it.